Have you ever met someone who lights up a room with their presence, someone who commands respect and admiration effortlessly? That's the Leo for you. Leos are known for their fiery spirit, confidence, and unyielding strength. They have a magnetic personality that draws people in, making them natural leaders and centers of attention. But what happens when you cross a Leo? What happens when you hurt someone whose loyalty knows no bounds, whose pride is as strong as a lion's roar? You might be surprised by the power that lies beneath their bold, radiant exterior. In this video, we're diving into 8 reasons why you should never hurt a Leo. While they are charismatic and loving, they also have a fierce side that emerges when their trust is broken, their pride is challenged, or their hearts are hurt. Leos are not to be underestimated. Today, we'll explore why a Leo's loyalty, pride, and emotional strength can make them one of the most powerful, yet dangerous, zodiac signs to cross. 1. They are extremely loyal. Loyalty is at the core of who a Leo is. When they commit to someone, whether it's a friend, family member, or partner, they give everything they have. Leos don't do things halfway, and this includes the people they choose to invest in emotionally. Their loyalty is unwavering and comes with an unspoken promise to always have your back, no matter what. Leos don't take relationships lightly. They value those they care about deeply and will protect them fiercely, showing their dedication in every way they can. However, their loyalty comes with one important condition: they expect the same level of loyalty in return. If you betray a Leo's trust, you are not just hurting their feelings, you are damaging the foundation of the relationship itself. Once that loyalty is broken, it's almost impossible to rebuild, and the Leo you once knew may turn into someone unrecognizable. Their loyalty is a gift, and when it's violated, the consequences can be harsh. Don't ever take a Leo's loyalty for granted. It's something they will give with all their heart, but if betrayed, they will withdraw it just as fiercely. 2. Their pride is unshakable. Leos are ruled by the sun, which represents their core identity, and this gives them a profound sense of self-worth and pride. For a Leo, their pride is everything. It is woven into every part of their personality and how they present themselves to the world. Their confidence is magnetic, and they walk with a head held high, knowing their worth. This unshakable pride makes them incredibly resilient, but it also means that when you challenge their pride, you challenge their very sense of self. Leos don't take kindly to being disrespected or belittled. They may forgive, but the moment you dent their pride, the repercussions can be far-reaching. It's not just about being hurt, it's about attacking their essence. A wounded Leo will not simply walk away and forget about it. Instead, they'll feel compelled to assert themselves, to restore their dignity, and to make sure their pride remains intact. For a Leo, being disrespected isn't something they will let slide. It's personal, and they will take steps to ensure that the balance is restored. When their pride is challenged, they don't just fight for respect, they fight for their identity. 3. They have a big heart. Leos are known for their enormous hearts, and this is one of the most endearing qualities of their character. At the core of their being, Leos are deeply loving and generous. They pour their heart and soul into their relationships, offering unwavering support, affection, and warmth to those they care about. When you have a Leo in your corner, you have someone who will fiercely champion you, always ready to help you rise higher and be your best self. But while their love is abundant, it's also deeply vulnerable. Leos don't just love halfway, they give everything. They invest emotionally, and when they do, they expect to receive that same depth of care in return. This open-heartedness means that when a Leo's love is betrayed or mistreated, the hurt cuts deep. Their heart, once broken, takes time to heal. And if you've ever been on the receiving end of that betrayal, you know how painful it is to lose a Leo's trust. While they are forgiving, it takes time for them to let go of the hurt. If you hurt their heart, don't expect to see them with the same open arms again. It takes a lot to break through their emotional walls once trust is broken. 4. They don't forget. When a Leo feels wronged, their memory is sharp, and they never forget the emotional impact of betrayal or disrespect. Leos are not quick to let things slide. While they may forgive, they carry the wound with them long after the incident has passed. For them, it's not just about the act, it's about the deeper emotional toll it takes on their pride and heart. Leos have an innate sense of justice and fairness, and when they've been hurt, it's as if a mental note is made, and that pain is stored in their memory. Over time, the weight of that hurt can shape how they interact with others, even those who had nothing to do with the offense. This is one of the reasons why hurting a Leo can be so dangerous. It's not just the immediate reaction that you have to worry about, but the lasting impact it will have on your relationship. Even if a Leo forgives you, the emotional residue will always linger, and it will subtly influence their behavior moving forward. For a Leo, forgiveness doesn't erase the memory of the pain, and that is something you should never take lightly. 5. They are fiercely protective. Leos are not only passionate but also incredibly protective of the people they love. They wear their loyalty like a badge of honor and are quick to defend their loved ones from harm, both emotionally and physically. When a Leo cares for someone, they will move mountains to make sure that person is safe, valued, and respected. Their protective nature is a testament to how deeply they feel about those who are important to them. However, this protective instinct doesn't come without its consequences. If you hurt someone the Leo cares about, prepare for the storm. Their love is fierce, and they won't hesitate to step into battle for the people they hold dear. Whether it's standing up for you in front of others, fighting for your honor, or making sure you are taken care of during tough times, a Leo will always rise to the occasion. But this fierce protection also means that crossing the people they love could provoke a response that is not only defensive but potentially damaging. Leos will fiercely defend what they believe in, and if you become the threat, you may find yourself facing their wrath. The loyalty and love they have for their inner circle are non-negotiable, and once they feel that bond is threatened, the protective instincts of a Leo will come out full force. 6. They are dramatic when hurt. When a Leo is hurt, the world knows about it. They are known for their dramatic flair, and this trait becomes even more pronounced when they experience emotional pain. Leos are ruled by the sun, and their energy is strong and bold, making their reactions to hurt and betrayal equally dramatic. When they feel slighted, they won't just sulk quietly in the corner. Instead, they will express their pain openly, often in an exaggerated, attention-grabbing way. This is how they cope with their emotions, by letting everyone around them know just how deeply they've been hurt. For those close to them, this can be overwhelming, especially if you've witnessed a Leo's fiery emotional display. It can feel like everything around them comes to a halt while they work through their emotional storm. While this dramatic reaction can be part of what makes Leos so captivating, it can also create tension in relationships. Their need to be heard, seen, and validated during moments of hurt can cause friction if their pain is dismissed or misunderstood. For a Leo, dramatic expressions are a way to demand respect and acknowledgement for the hurt they've endured, and if those around them don't meet those needs, the consequences could be far-reaching. 7. They can hold a grudge. Leos don't easily forget when they've been wronged, and their ability to hold a grudge can last much longer than you might expect. This isn't just about minor annoyances or fleeting moments of frustration, it's about a deep emotional wound that, once inflicted, takes a long time to heal. Leos are incredibly loyal, and when that loyalty is betrayed, they carry the weight of that hurt for much longer than others might imagine. Even if they don't bring it up or display their anger outwardly, the sting of a betrayal lingers in their memory. What makes this trait so dangerous is that Leos won't always tell you they're holding a grudge. Instead, they will quietly internalize their feelings and distance themselves emotionally, which can be a passive-aggressive way of letting you know that something's wrong. They may put up walls to protect themselves and may not be as open or warm as they once were. If you've hurt a Leo and they've decided to hold on to that hurt, you might find that the dynamic between you and them has shifted permanently. The emotional distance will be palpable, and you may never fully understand the reason why, as a Leo doesn't always express the depth of their feelings. Once trust is broken, it can be incredibly difficult to regain, and the grudge they hold will likely last much longer than you realize. 8. They will make you pay. Leos have a sense of justice that runs deep, and if you hurt them, rest assured, there will be consequences. While they might not lash out immediately, make no mistake, Leos don't forget or forgive easily, especially when it comes to emotional betrayal. If you cross a Leo, you can expect them to find a way to make you pay for your actions, often in ways that are both subtle and powerful. They may not retaliate right away, but their sense of pride and need for respect will drive them to seek restitution. It's not always about revenge, it's about restoring their sense of dignity and making sure they are never disrespected again. A Leo's payback isn't always about causing harm. Sometimes, it's about emotionally distancing themselves, withdrawing their warmth and loyalty. The cold shoulder from a Leo can be a silent, yet incredibly painful consequence. In some cases, a Leo will go out of their way to ensure that you feel the weight of your actions, whether through words, actions, or subtle shifts in behavior. You may find yourself unable to regain the warmth and affection they once showed you, and that shift can feel like a punishment that's impossible to undo. For a Leo, making someone pay isn't always about confrontation, it's about making sure the other person feels the impact of their hurt in a way that is undeniable. In conclusion, Leos are much more than their vibrant, charismatic personalities. Beneath their bold, confident exterior lies a deeply emotional and protective soul. While they are known for their loyalty, generosity, and heart, hurting a Leo is one of the most dangerous things you can do. When you cross a Leo, you're not just dealing with someone's hurt feelings, you're challenging their pride, loyalty, and sense of self. And for a Leo, those are things that demand respect, not only from others but from themselves. Leos will not forget the pain that's been inflicted upon them, and they will make sure there are consequences for that hurt. Whether it's through holding a grudge, withdrawing emotionally, or seeking justice in their own way, a wounded Leo will find a way to make you feel the weight of your actions. They are not quick to forgive, and their pride is unshakable. If you hurt a Leo, be prepared for a lasting shift in your relationship with them, because once their trust is broken, it's not easily rebuilt. So, if you're lucky enough to have a Leo in your life, cherish their loyalty, respect their pride, and never take their love for granted. Because when you hurt them, you'll not only lose their trust, but you'll also face the fierce wrath of a lion who will never forget and always demand what they deserve: respect, love, and fairness. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more Zodiac insights. Let us know your experiences with Leos in the comments below. Have you ever had a run-in with their fiery side? We'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, remember to tread carefully around those Leos. You don't want to be the one who makes them roar.